Hey guys here, so we got Team of the Year on its way, and we got a free card, and I wanted to rank the Team of the Year cards so you guys know what the best option for you guys is to get with your free one, either from the solos, or obviously there's a choice, that's the choice pack. There's also the free ones from the Team of the Week, but that's less of a choice, but you'll be able to get which ones are more powerful, which ones are the best ones to chase for Team of the Year. So, let's get into it right after this. And Rock Bottom Coins is the #1 place to get your Madden 21 coins. If you make coins for my videos, sell them to Rock Bottom. If you're buying, use my code GUTBOX for 15% off. Now, I do not recommend just skipping to the end because there's a reason why I have certain players placed where they are. Obviously, if you're on a theme team, you can basically just choose that player and be done with it if that's all you're looking for. But let's go through the best MUT players to get for your team. All right, here we go. Number 30 is going to be the punter, obviously, right? You don't punt in Madden, dogs. You just don't do it. That's rude. Shout out to the MUT News and Intel one for getting these screen grabs. I know a lot of people got them, but I like to vary it up. Jack Fox right here with 97 kick power. Amazing punter, but who cares, right? Who cares? Least used position in Madden. Why would you choose a punter with your free card? That just seems like insanity to me. Number 29. This is actually a bad choice, though. I'm doing this based off current gen. On next gen, this guy could be an absolute monster because next gen weight matters a lot more. You see Derrick Henry basically everywhere because he falls forwards every time. And Ricard, who weighs over 300 pounds in the game and IRL, is a tank, right? So, like, overall, it's kind of like, what are you doing, right? Do you want to use a fullback? Do you use fullback dive? You can put him at like freaking halfback and just have him like collapse forward and just keep falling forward for a few yards. So impossible to hit stick. A little slow maybe if you're trying to return kicks with him, but overall, just, kind of what he is, right? A slow, destroying force of nature. Number 28, 27, and 26 are all basically in the same spot. So I'm going to put them all at once. They all have the same problem with them. They're all linebackers that are a little too slow for our love. And they're not pass rushers, right? They're drop linebackers. And on the field of play in Madden, as many of you know, you need to be quick. And if you're not quick, you're just going to get run past. And next gen, again, yeah, the heavier you are, the better you are off. But like linebackers for that, you want someone like Junior Seau to be heavy because he's like the heaviest one, like 255. And these guys really won't replace MUT Master for me either. So while they have solid stats, I just don't love this number right here for Levante Davis. Obviously, it's boosted if you have the Tampa Bay chemistry on him and the other chemistries for theme teams. But like DeMario Davis, same thing. Like when you got safeties in there that'll play as well as linebackers do on current gen, but get like 6 speed faster than these guys, it's kind of hard to look at them and be like, yeah, this is a legitimate card as a coverage linebacker. So I want to show the last one here. It was it all the way down? Yeah, Fred Warner was even the slowest. So 87 speed there. Great IRL, but in Madden, there are just better options for that spots. All right, now these next 5 are also going to kind of be grouped together. You can understand why I'm saying 5 because there are 5 offensive linemen. Now here's a thought, okay? Now, if you do take a lineman, not just for your theme team, but for Team of the Year, your free card, these cards are all endgame. You will not have to replace that card the rest of the year. Whereas a lot of other cards, maybe we'll get better cards, golden tickets, maybe get position heroes again this year, other like draft cards maybe we're going to replace them with. So the guys higher on those lists will end up getting, like, there'll be better cards down the road for those positions, where maybe there will be for the lineman, but there's really no use for it. So taking a Nat offensive lineman to basically set that position, forget about it the rest of the year, because it is more fun to rotate through skill positions and try out the new cards than it is lineman. Nobody really goes, oh my God, the new legend left guard. Let's go ahead and grab that. So while I rate these low on the power level because their positions don't really mean that much of a difference, I can see the thought process and the logic behind taking one, setting it, forgetting it, like a rotisserie chicken, and then you're just going to eat the rest of the year. So there you go. There's my 25 through 21. Like their stats, I can go through them, but they're all pretty well off, right? I think Trent Williams he's got okay stats, and I think they're all solid all around. I think the worst stat I like is this Quentin Nelson. Pass block finesse is only 90, and a lot of you really want that higher overall on a lot of the other cards. So I really like this Conklin card. I think I put that in my, oh yeah, Corey Lindsey was my number 1. Conklin was my number 2 lineman. But overall, both of them very solid. All right, next up on the list, number 20, we are getting into a specialist right here. JD McKissick is going to be my guy. So he is a receiving back, right? He won it for the best receiving halfback or the third down running back slot right here. 93 speed. He is a receiving back, so if you don't have yourself one of those archetypes like the Kamara card, who is an absolute, I think Kamara is the best running back in the game. Not only that, because Kamara also just breaks hella tackles. 93 break tackle, 93 speed are both a little bit lower than you want to see there. But he's cromulent. It's to the point where I almost put him below the offensive lineman, right in there with the linebackers, because there's a lot better running backs out there. But I did put him under the offensive lineman. Maybe a mistake. Number 19 will end up being Mr. Gunner, okay? Gunner is, I'd say solid along the same lines as McKissick, right? Solid. He's got all the route running thresholds, catch a traffic catch, spec catch, 93 speed. It's good on a Patriots theme team, but again, maybe I would 100% believe these guys to be underpowered, and I ain't got no problem with you guys telling me that because you're probably right. But anyways. Number 18 will be Sanders. Now, Sanders, who I totally forgot where he was on this. Oh, there he is. Kicker. All right. That's right. Kickers, punters, all at the top. 96 kick power and kick accuracy. I think he is higher than Bass. I think Bass has 94, right? So he's the highest kick power guy in the game. He's going to be sought after quite a bit because an extra couple yards on field goals sometimes is the difference between winning and losing, right? Isn't that what Al Pacino said? A couple feet, a couple inches is the difference. So Sanders right here, I think it's a very valuable card. He's going to be a little expensive. A lot of people don't want to spend that much on their kicker, and I could see it taking a kicker just to be like, all right, you're at rest of the year. Welcome to the goddamn squad, and it's a valuable spot. All right, Jesse Bates the third at number 17 for me, and, he's kind of like a little on the slower end, which is why he is a little bit lower than the list than a lot of the other contemporary DBs. Where was he on this list? Was he revealed early? No, he wasn't, I don't think. Halfbacks. All right, I'm having a hard time finding him. There he is. 93 speed. So I'm not rating these things on a theme team, but like off the theme team, 95 speed is good. Not great for what you expect out of a team of your card. You really want greatness, right? Hit power is also a little bit lower. Now, hit power isn't as meaning as much this year as it was in previous years, but I've seen Sean Taylor turn the ball over enough for my opponents that I'm like, well, I kind of do believe a little bit of that height, weight, and the animation of hit power is happening a little bit more with them now. I think that was resolved a little bit a few patches ago where it does matter a little bit more now. That's my thoughts. I've seen a lot more fumbles lately than I did at the beginning of the year, so my tune has changed a bit. Joey Bosa, number 16 for me. Actually, you know what? This whole area is where I'm going to stack the defensive linemen at, because I do feel like their power levels are pretty similar, with some a little bit better due to either speed, block shed, or, power, finesse moves. So I kind of want to show them all off between Bosa and Hendrickson. If you decide to go the D-line route for one of your characters, like Cameron Hayward's got the best stats between block shed, power move. Some people believe in strength. I'm a little less on it than others. But like these two are super important. Obviously finesse move, but the big move's the big one. So this is like a run-stopping interior defensive lineman. I would not put him on my edge and expect to chase down guys outside the pocket. Quarterbacks are almost all faster than that now, unless of course you are facing a statue out there like the Phillip Rivers. Chris Jones I put in there too. He's only got 94 block shed, 96 power, and of course believers in strength, also slow. So Chris Jones got a pretty bad card, which is why I put him there. Bosa, 83 speed. To be an edge guy in my team, you really need to have 90 at least. Chem up over 90, like to match Lawrence Taylor-esque. And we'll get to another card here in a bit. So while he's got good finesse moves, I just, not in love with a Joey Bosa because of the lack of top-end speed that you need to chase down those top-end quarterbacks. Because you will go against some guys running with Vic, and if you just get torn, and it's just annoying that your pass rushers get toyed with by their quarterback. So who was the other one? Yeah, I think it was a sub one. Scroll up. Did I miss it? Grady Jarrett was the other one. So 95 block shed, 96 power move. another slow one. It does look like Cameron Hayward's better than Grady, but there you go. Grady for you. That's all Grady. Gravy. That works, right? Totally. Don't tell me it doesn't. I don't want to hear it. I ain't listening. Number 11, Justin Jefferson, a wide receiver, a first one on the, wait, no, sorry, second wide receiver. We got Gunner up there too. Jefferson, oh, what a difference a speed makes, right? 1 point of speed, and we're going to increase him up the list that far. But that's oftentimes 1 point of speed is the difference between catching the ball and not catching it. Spec catch traffic, all the route running thresholds, and then Jefferson got there. That's definitely much more usable than 93 coming up to 95. 96 is way, obviously the closer to 99 you get, the better, the more valuable the card is. So Jefferson's not really like a super big difference maker. Theme team will be great. I know a lot of people are going to be at me like, oh, look at your number 11 on your list, and they're going to show me like I'm on a Vikings theme team. I'm like, okay, great, dude. Yeah, I know. I said that. I wasn't rating them based off theme team usage, but yeah, cheers, bro. Thanks for adding me. Russell Wilson, my quarterback. And Russell Wilson, we're not getting anything out of Russell that we haven't already got out of Vic. He's a little bit slower and he's right-handed, right? But we have a faster guy with like similar things, right? Gunslinger or escape artist are the two things he's going to get. As we looked at this morning, he won't be getting Hot Route Master until he's 98 overall. So only be able to get to 97 overall with the power up. Limits him from the power level, the Hot Route Master Gunslinger that we all kind of salivate over. As Escape Artist is good this year, but it's not as good as last year, so it's not the same power level as it used to be. But overall, Russell Wilson, a solid card across the board. You know, with the power up, with the go deep, you can get up to 99 throw power, which is, you know, obviously endgame, but he is missing Hot Route Master. So he'll be powerful. I think you'll enjoy using him. But like I said about replacement cards, there'll be plenty more quarterbacks to come as we get a new great one every week. And we got like a few this past week. Delvin Cook, I'm going to throw at number 9 now. Talk about replacement positions. Running back is almost as replaceable as quarterback. So like you're like, oh, well, why Delvin there? Delvin's kind of slower. I like the break tackle on him. I like the agility, change of direction are also really nice. So obviously only getting up to 97 speed with a power up and the sprinter is a little bit worse than you like to see, but I think he's going to be okay. It's just too bad that he's got elusive back chemistry and not receiving back, which I think is the superior one for the AP. For his chemistry is what you're going to go with it. If you're going to have Russell Wilson, you'll also want backfield master here on Delvin. So overall, I think Delvin's got a pretty decent power level, though. I do like that break tackle. It is kind of fun just to like break a tackle, make a guy miss, and then go for a touchdown, and it changes the game. So I do believe break tackle matters in this game. Stefan Diggs is right here at number 8. Like I talked about, the difference one speed makes, and he's basically got one speed over some of the other ones. Very similar to Justin Jefferson. Oh, wait, did Diggs get revealed early? Yeah, he did. Diggs, 94 speed, so same speed as Jefferson, like I said. Spec, catch. Diggs. The only reason I'm rated here, even though it's very similar to Jefferson, is because I felt like it, right? If I put them right next to each other, that'd make a lot of sense too. I can go ahead and change the list. We can do this post hoc, ad hoc. What you got, pork hocks. But I like Diggs. I don't know. I feel like he'll play well. Maybe I'm wrong. But I felt like it. All right, so there we go. Number 7 on the list will be the Dolphins fans' plug of their mouth, Xavier Howard. So Xavier Howard, number 7. Let's go find him. Because they've been wanting this guy for a long time. So maybe they'll stop complaining. But you know, the Dolphins fans I follow on Twitter probably will never stop. Oh yeah, right. He was revealed early too. All right. So Xavier Howard here, 94 speed. Agility is a little bit lower, but you know, agility is is also lower on. Who's the earlier one that we got through? I don't remember. We've had some low agility guys, I've noticed. And I think agility is the most underrated stat in the game, or attribute. So Xavier Howard, very, very cromulent. Wish this was a little bit higher, though. So they're all, like, okay balanced, and they're all great on the theme teams. But, like, they're not Deion Sanders. So, like, a lot of this stuff is, like, right below top tier meta stuff. But there are some that are definitely going to make a lot of people's teams. and do very well. Bryce Callan. The reason Bryce is here, because of Callahan Auto Brakes. I'm a big fan of theirs and the work they do. They took a poop in a box once and sold it to me, and it was the best brake pad I ever had in my life. So, 95 speed. What did I talk about? The one difference in speed, how much it matters. The lower agility. This is what I was talking about. The lower agility might affect him a little bit too much. He's a slot. Oh, one thing I want to say about Howard, I forgot. The reason why he's rated so high is because he's a zone corner. We don't have a whole lot of zone corners in the game. So they get the mid-zone KO for like 1 AP, and that's really important to check. If you want to go zone, you got to have a zone corner. So that's why Xavier Howard is so highly ranked too, versus like man-to-man corners, which you got a bunch of. Slot corners, I think, are the worst archetypes. There's nothing really special about them. So Bryce Callan, even though he's above the zone corner, but I can see a lot more people running Xavier because they run a zone scheme. And with that scheme, you want to run him and buy him ahead of Bryce. But Bryce is faster, so I gave him the 6th spot over Xavier. But do not underrate archetypes for abilities, as this game is very ability-based. Number 5 will be Khalil Mack. Now, Khalil Mack, for people that know him, know he has all the traits. If you believe in traits or not, we're not here to argue that, but he has all of them. He also has very nice stats here. Power move, block shed, finesse move. 87 speed, so that comes up to 90 with the power up with the sprinter. So Khalil Mack should be a nice little force off the edge. You can go him and the guy I'm about to get to, or Lawrence Taylor. Either way, you're doing well out there. You're doing very well. All right, the guy I'm going to get to right now, number 4, is the player of the year, TJ Watt. And with the savior of Steeltown here, 90 speed stock, chemmed up to 95 on the Steelers theme team. But we'll say 93. Block shed, a little bit lower than you like to see, especially with his number of tackle for losses. Finesse move is great, though. Power move a little bit lower also. So, overall, a very solid card. I kind of expected more out of TJ Watt than what we got stats-wise. I was hoping for an honors card, but EA, I guess, clearly knows that Aaron Donald is going to win the Defensive Player of the Year. They've rigged the vote. They know the vote ahead of time. EA, it's a big conspiracy. But guess what? TJ Watt gets this one. It's okay, I guess. I mean, it's a solid card. A little bit underwhelming versus how actually dominant he is on the field for the Player of the Year. All right, number 3 will be Jamal Adams. Okay, Jamal Adams. I don't want just some hit power. I want Jamal. There, worked it. Nailed it. 97 hit power, 96 zone, 93 man. So basically, plays every single scheme you need it. Throw it on your Jets, your Seahawks theme team. Boost them up. 95, 97 speed with the power up and sprinter. 99 on your Seahawks theme team. An absolute beast out there with Jamal Adams. Damn, damn, damn. I don't got anything more to say other than wow. All right, number 2 will be Darren Waller. I did take Waller over Adams because I just feel like Waller is more impactful at his position than anybody else on the field, right? At tight end, like we got the guys coming up to 92, like Jermichael Finley is his closest competition, but Darren Waller is on the best theme team that almost the entire game is running. I'd say 80% of my people I play against is running a Raiders theme team. Well, maybe not that much, but a lot of people are running at least a 25 out of 50 Raiders theme team. So with that, he'll boost up to 96 speed, 95 without the Raiders. But 96 speed at tight end, catching traffic. He's 6'5", spec catch, route runnings are there. Sure, his run block's a little bit low, but a lot of run blocking animations are pre-canned. So it's basically running past the guys he's shedding. And Darren Waller, I just think he is kind of the guy that you want. Very close to end game. We'll probably end up getting somebody faster, but it might not be for a while because we've already got a lot of the other top end. Like if Kittle comes out again, if Kelsey gets another card, they're not going to be better than Waller, right? Because they just wanted the same speed as him. The only thing that's really going to come out that could be a faster tight end would be like a new Ingram, but we got one over the winter promo. There's a couple other fast tight ends, but nobody's going to really match Waller, and I think you're going to see this guy all over the place. This will be on basically every top-end team for the next however many months. I don't know when the next tight end is going to come out that's going to, match or beat Waller for that speed, especially with a theme team boost that he's going to get. All right, and then number 1 as always, you guys know it. You guys love it. Taiwan, number 1. Everything else, amateurs compared to the professional of Taiwan. All right, let me know what you guys think about the list. Where did I screw up? I want to hear it. Maybe I added a couple of these guys too high, and I like the idea of set it and forget it offensive linemen, so you can throw them up and just be done with them for the year, not have to upgrade that spot anymore, because it's boring to upgrade offensive linemen with the guys you actually buy. Same thing with defensive linemen, whereas like a lot of these skill positions, they're going to help you out tremendously now, but there will be better cards than these, and there are currently better cards than these. Basically all of them. I mean, right? I guess Khalil Mack and TJ Watt are left outside linebackers, whereas right outside linebacker, Lawrence Taylor is a monster. Jamal and Waller, I think, are number 1s at their position right now. You could argue Isaiah Simmons over Jamal, and I could see that. So Jamal's about the same power level, and Waller just beats him all. So Waller's the best in like fantasy football terms, replacement level versus the rest of his position. But then you have the same argument for linemen. They're also the best at their position over replacement level linemen. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That is it. Take it easy. Love you all. Thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. Sub, please. I need it. Please. See ya.